everyone. I'm Murat Öztran. I'm Group Program Manager for Data Migrations. And today I'll be talking about unleash your data from non-Microsoft data platforms. And throughout this conference, you're going to hear how great the modern data platforms from Microsoft is. And one of the things that you might consider, how to migrate and leverage this great new functionalities and new products with your existing environment. So quite a lot of the customers that we talk with is they consider migrations. There's several reasons for it. For business, digital transformation, competitive pressure, market opportunity is an important part of it. And new platforms allows you to do that much easier and faster out there. Technical wise, I think is improved performance, definitely an important part of it. Security, improved security in there, but also the features like greater insights. I mean, we are talking with the modern data platforms, doing actual analytics on your transactional systems. That's very exciting, and it's a very new way of thinking about analytics in there. Operationally, obviously, we have the, as a Microsoft, always a total cost of ownership and return on investment is very important. Customer satisfaction and diversification and consolidation is important. So what we're going to do in here is to talk about migrations, tools, and methodologies. My teams work on a methodology where we define, assess, and design migrations. So when you decide to move from Sybase, MySQL, DB2, or Oracle, we do have a tool called SQL Server Migration Assistant that allows you to go to modern data platforms like SQL Server and SQL Azure. And when we do that, we define, assess, and design. Then we remediate the challenges that we find to move to the new platform. We mitigate those areas, test it, look at it again. If everything works, then we deploy it to the production level. So with that, let me show you the SQL Server Migration Assistant SSMA demo. So let me open up the SQL Server Migration Assistant, SSMA. And let's create a new project for it. Let me change the name of it. DataAmp Oracle. So we'll move from Oracle to one of the modern platforms. So if you look at it, you can actually do SQL Azure, SQL vNext for Windows and Linux versions as well, if you are any of the preview customers. For this demo, we'll do SQL 2016. So we connect to Oracle that on this machine and look at the standard database. One of the databases called HR. So we connect to the Oracle, and it basically connects and gets the information from there. Let's see if everything is there. Here it is, the HR database that we're interested. We click in there, then connect to SQL Server, and it's a SQL 2016 box that runs on this machine. It says that HR does not exist. So I put the HR in there. That's the interest we're doing. And it created that. So if you look at the SQL Server out there, you're going to see that HR database is created. So let's look at the SQL Server Studio to be able to see if it really created it. So let's look at the SQL Server Management Studio. Look at the databases. There's nothing exists because I didn't refresh it. Let me go to refresh the server. Here it is, the HR database, standard table. There's nothing in there, just the standard database that's just been created. So we go in there and look at the Oracle, and we convert the schema. So what it basically does, it goes in there and converts all the schema from HR to SQL Server, all the PL/SQL codes related with it as well. So we also see the errors. So if it's certain user types, server created or Oracle types that we don't support in SQL Server, it gives you the information, what needs to be done. It also gives you how long a developer. So we have a historical data to be able to estimate how long a developer will need to spend to be able to do that. So total estimated manual conversion time is about 40 minutes for this task, for this small database. So to be able to go and manually change that. So we got the schemas out there, HR. So we put it in there. Then we synchronize with the database. So here you can actually drill down and see PL/SQL translations, and you can actually drill down all the different object levels from the Oracle to SQL Server database. So we created the schema. Let me refresh the SQL Server database. The HR database is all of them created all the tables that comes from the HR database. But if you look at it, let's look at the employee database in there, is select 1,000 rows. There is no data in there. We just created an empty version of Oracle database in SQL Server 2016. So let's go back to the tool and look at the different things that we can do now. Here, we basically go in there and say, migrate data. So it basically goes in there in detail. We connect to Oracle again, then to SQL Server. And basically migrating the data directly from Oracle into the SQL Server. So we got some data in there. Let's check if it's really working. Or tool. So let's select 1,000 again. Yes, all the data moved from Oracle to SQL Server seamlessly. And this is a very easy way to be able to do that. If you notice, it's a very easy user interface, and it allows you, it guides you through, and it tells you what needs to be done before you migrate everything in there. And if needs to be changed, the things like virtual tables, virtual databases, then you can easily migrate to SQL Server different areas. Things like flashback tables in Oracle moves to TempDB in SQL Server. In-memory tables from Oracle to SQL in-memory tables, virtual private databases in Oracle to row-level security in SQL Server. So we do really complex migrations from Oracle environment to SQL Server environment. Well, as you've seen in the demo, migration with SQL Server Migration Assistant, SSMA, is very easy. It allows you to estimate migration costs, simplify migrations. You do very complex Oracle environments like virtual tables and virtual databases into a SQL Server environment. It saves you time and money. So what I strongly recommend is to go and download SQL Server Migration Assistant from the web for free and experience it and see how easy to move from your existing databases to a modern data platform. Thank you very much.